Hey, real estate agents, welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga. We are the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs. How's it going, Joey?
Pretty good, Jeff. How you doing? I'm excited about this one. This guy's from one of your favorite places.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be absolute blast of a show. Make sure that you keep listening to this one. We've got with us today, Luis Tucker with Discovering Mexico, all the way from Cabo San Lucas. Not that he's here, but he's joined us via online.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Luis, for coming in.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you, Jeff and Joy, for inviting me. Pretty excited about the podcast.
Yeah, well, thanks, man. I'm excited to hear what you're going to share with us as far as real estate goes down in Mexico. My wife and I love going to Mexico. We've been to multiple places. We really like Cabo a lot. Cabo's just beautiful, and I know it's grown a lot. And I know that's where you spend a lot of your time right there in Cabo San Lucas. So, and all your pictures, by the way, look like you're having fun all the time.
Well, it's a tough life, but somebody has to live it. And it's like a long time vacation, and doing the real estate work down here is a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet it is. Well, let's jump right in, Luis. Why don't you share a little bit about what got you into real estate, and like how long you've been working on this stuff down in Mexico?
All right. Well, it's a funny story because I've moved down here, kind of retired from restaurant business. I owned restaurants for about 23 years. Was very successful in that business, and just got burned out. I am actually from Ensenada, which is an hour south of San Diego, and decided to sell my businesses and move to Cabo, And so basically, I went to a meeting with a friend. I just went to visit him. He invited, let's go to the meeting where he was working for Discovering. And after that meeting, I was hired by our general director. Just, you want to start working for us? And I said, hey, why not? This looks interesting. I love the products that we sell down here. And so I never actually looked for it. It looked for me. So I've been doing this for about 3 years now. Been learning a lot of stuff, and a lot of the skills that you have running a restaurant is PR. It's talking to people. It's making people feel comfortable. So I think that has definitely helped me a lot. Yeah.
No, that's great. That's great. Why don't you, let's get into, some of the real estate properties that are down there. I know you listed out some things like talking about how the end user buyer can buy down in Mexico. What's the, I guess, process down there? Okay,
so basically there's two ways, or there's two popular ways that buyers can acquire properties down here. The first one is the famous fideicomiso, which is the bank trust, and that's how most of the people are buying. So basically, it's a regular bank trust, and people are actually the bank holds the title. You are the sole beneficiary of this title. Of course, you can inherit it, you can sell it. It's renewable every 50 years. And so that's the first one where most of the people are buying. And then the other one, if you're planning on buying multiple properties, you could actually, as a foreigner, constitute a Mexican company and do the business and the acquiring of the property through that Mexican company, corporation, or limited liability. So there's a different types where you can constitute depending on what you're planning,
Got it. And this is what people are buying. I guess you get a lot of people that are buying vacation properties, investment properties, but you also have quite a few people that are buying to move permanently.
Definitely, a lot of people are buying to move down here, spend maybe the best months out of the year here, and rent out their unit. A lot of them are full time, just living like a local, experiencing Cabo, and actually spending less time home and more time in Cabo. And then you have all that mixed crowd. People are buying just for investments. Some people are doing that, the mixed crowd, rental, turnover. So I mean, you have a really nice mix of buyers that are interested in the market.
Got it. And now you mentioned some of them are staying the best months down there. So tell us a little bit about that. What's the best time to be in Cabo, or what stretch of months is the best time to be down there?
Right. So I mean, this is changing now. Now there used to be a low season, which were the months of the summer, the hottest months, which would be like after June, July, August, September. I would say the best months are October through May. That would be the high season, especially that December, the end of the year, Christmas. A lot of families that own homes come down here for Christmas. So basically, yes, it's when our weather is around the 80s. It's still very warm. It's nice, but it's not as warm as during the summer.
And at nighttime, it only gets down to what during that time, like in the low 70s, maybe?
Yes, the low 70s. Just wear a windbreaker and you're fine,
Or throw on a beanie and you're good?
Right. I see the official the official dress code is the flip flops, shorts, and t-shirt.
It sounds like my kind of place.
Right.
Oh, we love it. So what can somebody expect? So let's say somebody wants to reach out to you or whatever. I guess go ahead and give me your contact information too, so that anybody listening or they get it before we actually get to the end of this. But how would agents here in the Phoenix Metro or anywhere else here in the U.S. get in touch with you if they have questions about the Cabo area?
Okay, well, I can give you my email. I'll give you my personal email, which is the easiest. So it's my last name, Tucker, Tucker, Luis, Luis @gmail.com. And also through the Instagram account, which is Tucker Luis 70, either through Instagram or through an email.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, you look like you're always having fun on your Instagram.
Yeah, well, it's a really fun tool. It's my Instagram account has grown a lot, and the target is, of course, trying to grow it with that real estate market and people
absolutely
related to the industry.
Got it. So if you mentioned vacation rentals too, long and short. So if somebody wanted to say come down there for like a 2 to 3 month time frame, I guess there's some options for somebody like that.
Right. So of course the long-term rental is something much more safer. And then on the other side, it's less income. The short-term rental through the platforms like Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway, and all those new platforms. You have to work hard to position your property, and of course, once you're renting, it becomes much more profitable than doing the long term. Like I said, a lot of people are just doing the rental part of the properties. Some people do the mix where they're actually living 2 or 3 months, and the rest of the year they'll rent it out. The cool thing about Cabo is that there's all the support that you need with multiple companies doing the property management. And they could also administer the rental part of that property. And it all depends on if you want to do it yourself. You can do it at home, administer all the renting part of it, and just hire a property manager, do both or a mix. So, I mean, we have very professional companies doing that support.
Got it. Well, tell us a little bit about, I saw you post something the other day. Maybe it's been a while back now, like a ribbon cutting and things like that. So tell me about some of the developments that you're working with right now.
Okay, so yeah, I have it very easy actually because Discover in Mexico, it's a company that started doing all the real estate part for the Pueblo Bonito Group, which is a company that's been in town for 30 years. They started with a hotel business. They grew up to the timeshare business. They have 5 hotels in town, and I only work for the real estate part. With Pueblo Bonito, So it's very comfortable because I do get the inventory through them. I don't have to go actually and get listings. And then we have 4 different products within Kivira, which is a master plan community that has already 2 hotels on site. There's the St. Regis will open within Kivira. We have a Jack Nicklaus signature golf course as an amenity. We're opening up a second Jack Nicklaus championship golf course starting construction next year. A bunch of amenities like a beach club, sports bars. We have over 15 restaurants within the community, and then we have another sister project called Tramonti. That's between Cabo San Lucas and San Jose. We call it the Cabo San Jose corridor, and it's a group of 7 towers, nice 1, 2, and 3 contemporary condo units. This is for the persons that want to live more like a local and step away from that master plan community. So we have a lot of inventory, great prices. We actually have direct financing from the developer for up to 15 years at a 6%, which is very good in Mexico. And so basically, that's the type of inventories that I'm selling right now. I'm actually starting a new project also. It's in the north part of Cabo San Lucas, and this is going to be a great project doing it with the developer, and it's going to be like a small town, which will have its own vibe, and so we'll start that project next year also.
Wow, sounds like you guys a lot of growth going on right now.
Well, Cabo has been growing for the last 10 years at a exponential rate. I got a little bit of numbers here for the hotels that have opened. We have the Ritz Carlton, the Four Seasons, the Nobu Hotel just opened, the Hard Rock Cafe opened. So I mean, we are getting the top brand hotel names besides all the ones that are already operating. So we are like, I could say we were like Cancun 30 years ago. So there's a lot of room to grow. It's a great time to invest in Cabo. A lot of things to do. So you have to also, if they want to come down and check out and live the experience for 3 or 4 days, we could actually host them with a preferred rate at one of our hotels. And that's a cool item because they can come down, spend a vacation, and see what's out there if they're planning to invest abroad.
Oh, that's cool. So you guys help put together those like a package type deal if somebody wants to come down and check out property?
Yes, definitely. We call them the discovering trip, just copying the brokerage name. And so we set them up, like I said, for the amount of days they want to come down. We'll take them out to the properties. We'll also show them what's happening in town so they can have their bearings, of where the people go and buy their markets, clothing, our favorite beaches, all of that. So we call that a city tour. And then we leave them out to leave Cabo, to go out to the Arch, to go the camel rides, or go out on the ATVs and do all those activities that are offered. Yeah.
Tequila tasting?
Oh, that's my personal favorite. Yeah, definitely.
Don't swim no swimming
right.
after you've had that.
No swimming. Also, one of my favorite tours is the taco tour, which I'll take you around and show you the best taco places in town. So.
Oh, that sounds like fun right there.
Right.
The taco tour. What a great name. I think when my wife and I went down there with some friends, we stayed at, and this has been quite a while ago, but the Playa Grande or Grande Playa.
Yes, that's the another very big group. It's called the Solmar Group, and they have the Playa Grande over by pretty close to the land's end. You know,
Yeah.
where the land meets the ocean.
I just remember being able to hear the waves crash on the shore. Couldn't swim out there really, but the water is beautiful. Just the vibration of the water hitting the beach was awesome.
Right. No. Yeah. I mean the actual, we call it the Medano Beach, which is the from the Marina and all that, where you can actually go and swim. You have a lot of nice restaurants that sit on the beach, and that's where most of the people come and enjoy the day with their kids. It's swimmable. We also have five certified blue flag beaches, which guarantee cleanliness, no pets. So there's many beaches to go out to explore. You know, if you go out to the Pacific, then it gets kind of rough. So
Right.
you have to be careful where you go out this way.
Absolutely. So I guess the expat community's been growing a lot out there, huh?
Yes, it's Cabo is always attracting the expats to come down and live down here. Most of our uh, expats that are coming are, of course, from the state of California, Arizona, Washington State, the west part of the United States. But we're also having people come from Illinois, from Chicago, from New York, Miami, Atlanta. So we have a nice group of U.S. Citizens coming down here. Of course, Canadians are also a good market for us, and also we've like I mentioned, we've sold properties in Singapore, Hong Kong. So we're also an international market. We're getting a direct flight from London to Los Cabos every 2 weeks.
Really?
So yes, that's a new item that it's perfect. So Cabos is growing with the new connectivity. The airport is also getting restored. A lot of new flights. So that's helping out a lot for us to attract more buyers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we were there on that cruise, the Marina, man, I tell you what, there were some big yachts in that Marina.
Oh, you can see some really nice yachts. A lot of them are actually chartered yachts, and they could go from here to the Sea of Cortez, which Jacques Cousteau named it the aquarium of the world. So you could charter a really nice boat yacht and travel the Sea of Cortez for 10, 15 days, And
Yeah.
of course, and you can also rent a panga and go out and fish out here for $200. So you have the whole spectrum.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a lot of people are interested in Cabo from different parts of the country and the world. So that's definitely good for your future.
Definitely. The future looks very bright for Cabo. I think within the next, 10 years, you will see a lot of growth in all kinds.
Yeah.
New hotels, new developments, new real estate projects. So yes, we have a very bright future. We're becoming the fastest growing beach destination in Mexico.
Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. So you've got some projects you're working on now. So any agents that want to reach out to you to talk about some of those projects, ways to buy either vacation property, investment property, or even potentially moving down there on more of a full-time basis, they can reach out to you directly or even schedule one of those discovery trips. How often do you guys try to put those together, or is it like a monthly thing or quarterly or?
We actually accommodate the need for the visitor.
Oh, okay.
And so we could just schedule whenever they can make up a time to come down here. And
Okay.
like I said, we make it very fun. We try to, our sale is a very soft sell. Our products speak for themselves. So we make it fun. We make it knowledgeable, and of course, we're here also to make friends. So I think that's a very important item that we actually become very good friends with our buyers, and we do all the support they need once they buy a property.
That's awesome. And Luis will even hook you up with the taco tour.
We'll hook you up with a tequila and taco tour, definitely.
Well, Luis, thank you so much. Again, the email address was tuckerluis@gmail.com.
That's correct. TUCKERLUIS@gmail. And you could also find me at Tucker Luis 70 in Instagram.
Tucker Luis 70.
That's correct. And also, we value networking with agents, like you mentioned. Most of our sales actually are through referrals. And so any listener out there who wants to contact me and wants to come and visit and see what we're doing down here, I will be more grateful to accommodate. Okay.
No, that's awesome. So work well with agents and get a lot of referral from agents. That's great.
Yes.
All right, Luis. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy beach day.
He's sitting at the beach.
Yes, well, it's actually taco time now, so
It is Taco Tuesday.
it is Taco Tuesday, and that's my first stop.
That's awesome. All right, Luis. Well, thank you so much, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you again sometime. And listeners out there, until next time, you all have a fantastic day. We'll see you later.
Adios.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Jeff. Enjoy your rest of the evening. Okay?
Thanks, Luis.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.